Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I'll follow. When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones. But they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald, as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
Oh, behold, 'tis Boggy, the god of swamp gas.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before I vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man. Good evening, Alfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord. Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
Muni það vera bryni fékk honum okkar fyrir sem sveinarnir skutu viku þeirra.
Já, má vera þetta kvinni algömul og kæm. 30 og 8, segir hún ótrúlega að hún verði svo gömul.
Muni vera það svo mikill sveppleiki í bruggunni. Bjórið verða einkennilega sterkt. Þið farið sem drakk of mikið af bjórinu, já.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear. Three men, three possible futures. Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All three have strengths and weaknesses. Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good Elderman, but a faithful ally? The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety. But he is wisest of the three, and has already proven himself. Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. Lead your Shire with pride, ferocious Swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shiremoot that the Elderman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Elderman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive! is how that god welcomes you.
This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The Ultimate Seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief-tosser. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Ultiman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feared.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
The Valkyries have little to choose from. So many innocents cut down.
Herefrith, the bog rat, the shit-eater. The devil has him, that's plain to see.
Bloody murderer! Our Shire! What remains? My heaven awaits.
There's no other Yerikte. And Kurtis has set up. Fortress there. It's never enough over winter young this year. Chapman was it the year rife and Matholath. Him ditch him a Ellis Brukan. When is that hey well?
The first man I killed for my order, I cried and wept after trying to hold back the tears. But I told myself, I am merely acting upon a foretold destiny, navigating the whim of greater gods. My actions are simply pebbles.
Pebbles that wash away in the surf as harmless as dust.
Pebbles were once bedrock, as were you.
This area is off limits.
Siamanda hith nelo.
A bold attack, and in broad daylight. The hatred that eats at that man must be ravenous.
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Eivor rode for the fort at Annikastre following the massacre. I have assembled a field there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Elderman?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp, and we'll find out together.
Eivor was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Eivor is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Eivor were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly.
Who's fetching the turf this time, eh?
Don't want to freeze to death here.
I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be God's... Here's the camp, do you see? The Field will soon be ready for action.
Give them mead and let them rest. There's hard fighting ahead.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Fields are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they fight with the bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
We attack now. Ready the field.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
To me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
With me, for all days!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
Look out! Arrows! You will pay!
Arrows incoming!
Shields up!
Run away!
Shields up!
A moment's rest is all I need.
Take cover!
Nilfgaard!
Thank me when the bleeding is done!
Point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
Got your belly, dog.
To respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost.
Kill this pagan!
The Lord will see us prevail! We don't need any!
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I debased myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancient dead. That's the folly of mankind, Hiravrid. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. We should have learned to enjoy it.
meum exodidum planetum revolutam, sed non
Where? Tima tu fare ne?
Eivor, is he... is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to grieve.
You fought well, ferocious swan. Notched a few scars on your baby fat today.
Yes, but they will heal. And stronger than before.
Lincolnshire is yours to lead, Elderman. The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know what it means to be a leader.
Good.
I would ask a favor, if I could.
Name it.
As Elderman, my life may be a dangerous one. For a time, anyway. Would you allow my Swanborough to take refuge in your settlement? At least until I feel all danger has passed.
We'd be happy to have her.
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker. The mead halls of my shire will be lonely without you stomping about.
Our people are bonded now. We must look out for one another.
Blast it. I am a horror with goodbyes.
It'll do for now. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Yes, one more. And only because you all have such good faith. Now, this...
I am sorry for what happened with Dag. It could not have been easy. May he rest in peace.
Hytham, I have the codex pages you asked for. 6 in total.
Ah, wonderful. We have so little writing from the original Hidden Ones. This will grow our understanding immeasurably. These documents may have been inked by the founders of the Hidden Ones, in fact. But their names are unknown to us. Lost to history. A deliberate choice on their part, I think. I'm hoping these documents shed some light on that mystery.
I could not say. They're written in a language I do not understand.
You know, the black market merchant Reda has an old piece of writing from the same era as the codex pages you found. Speak with him if you are curious to see it.
Long time ago, desert oasis, far away, a place of mist, wonder, and a temple to a hidden
Hey, my boy.
Eivor, out the gate?
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
The boy Hunwald is the new Ealdorman of Lincolnshire, and he has sworn allegiance to us.
The loud one, an Ealdorman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only shout.
Survey the area, Sunan.
Eivor! It's Swanborough! Hello!
Swanborough, you made it.
I did. I should send a letter to Hunwald to give him the news. Oh, you know how he frets over me.
He misses you, that is certain. But as Ealdorman, he cannot afford to let his grief overpower him.
I pray he fares well. I adore the lad, but I worry the burden will be too great.
He should be fine. He has the heart of a leader. Now come, settle in and enjoy your new home.
This one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away. A place of mystery, wonder, and a temple to it. Greetings.
Reda, Hytham says you have an old piece of writing from the early Hidden Ones.
Oh, that old scrap? Yes, it's just a short letter from one hidden one to another. One of my rarest artifacts.
How did it find its way to you?
A friend gave it to me for safekeeping. Bayek was his name. Egyptian fellow. Very kind. Haven't seen him in a long time. A very long time. Anyway, the letter is written in Demotic, so it may not mean much to you, but you're free to have a look. Now, this one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away. A place of mystery, wonder, and a temple to a hidden god. The guardian of this temple was a proud man, kingly in nature, but not in fact. A protector of holy wisdom. And this protector had a wife, a scholar, who spent her days reading ancient tomes and deciphering the secrets of the desert. Together they had a son, in whom they hoped to instill all their skill and knowledge. The boy was to be a union of their love. But then it came to pass that the king of that land arrived to seize the temple for himself. The protector resisted. In the battle that followed, the boy was killed and the temple was taken. Struck with grief, the protector and the scholar separated.
A king who kills a child is an ergi. They should kill him back.
Indeed. But for a long time, the protector and the scholar followed solitary paths, seeking for a way to revenge their son. But in their isolation, they found only anguish and pain. Alone, they could do nothing but weep and thrash at the fates. After many fruitless years, they came together again to mourn their failure. They embraced as they had in their youth. And in that joining, they realized what was missing. Only the union that had produced their son would lead to their victory. So the protector taught the scholar to fight and ride and seek, while the scholar taught the protector wisdom and deep knowledge. As they trained and studied, they became inseparable, moving, eating, sleeping as one. They were never seen apart.
I want to see the Alliance map. My mind is fixed on Sussex. Basim and I have a chance to save Sigurd, but we will need an army.
I believe you do. Now is the time to strike, before Fulke decides Sigurd is of no more use to her.
I will go now, and I will bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croydon by now.
Message. breadbasket of Wessex, land of plenty.
From me in the pot there! Not so soon. I am packing up and riding home.
Shut your blowhole, brother. You want me to tell Halfdan how easily you break an oath?
Oh, brother. Did you forget she has Halfdan Jarl's here? Stop talking if you know what's good for you.
Lúthvina, once again we will battle side by side.
Greetings from the north, old friend.
And how is Shore?
Still griping about the mess we made of Jorvik's council, but grateful for the help. To be honest, I think he's upset he didn't see the problem sooner. His pride is slow to heal.
Thank you for heeding my call, friend. Sigurd will be grateful when he hears you have come.
For your brother, I would upturn every rock in England.
Eivor, you giant steaming bowl of elk piss! King Oswald sends his regards.
Brother. Or is it the other way around?
It's... good to see you, Eivor. Oh, stop mewing like a heartsick kitten. He's been moping since the wedding.
There will be time later to reminisce. Are you madmen ready to spill some blood?
After that bastard Red, some nice soft Saxons will make easy meat for my blade.
Eivor, my second favorite Norse.
Must we always drift together on such violent tides?
That is the way of things. Yet the meeting of friends is a glimmer of light in these dark days.
Ever the optimist, though. It's good to see you both.
I brought no pleasant words, only my blade. Let's see which proves more useful.
You wouldn't be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guthrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I'm sorry.
You must be Eivor. I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
Guthrum Jarl, Saxon Bane, and Reaver of the South. I am honored to meet you at last.
Respect where it's due. I like that. Here's hoping you fight as smoothly as you talk.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester Fortress.
If you wish to crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Crone's Guard with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we're able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I will not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croendene. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfeeder. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
That snake, Fulke, hides behind walls of stone. But Eivor will drag her out.
Still got a soft spot for him.
In my eyes, see them? They said there would be a scout on this hill. I smell blood. I smell blood on the air. Death is close. Did someone find the scout before me? Slain by wolves. My work has been done for me. A scout patrols the river. Fulke's scout. Right where Basim said he would be. Orders from Fulke. I should show this to Basim once I've dealt with the others.
Yeah!
Shouldn't be seen here. A hood should work. Sunan, guide me. There, a scout.
Together, lad! By all the saints, die! Damn flames!
I've seen to the scouts. Basim and Guthrum will be waiting in the woods east of... Go, Sunan.
What is that?
The scouts are dead, and you're safely encamped. I told you this would work.
Time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I'm reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Fulke was forewarned. There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight.
God damn you!
Eivor, this mess is of your making!
Kill them here! Behind the walls of Porchester! Either way, they die! That's the way! And for Eivor! God damn this!
watch! The Huskar can wait!
Fall back, you dogs! Back to Porchester! They flee like rabbits! Then we chase them like hounds! That ugly bastard's head is mine! Not if I get there first, slow-arse! Leave him! The day is already won! No! Meet your god! Death has found you, Saxon! You'll join your friends soon enough! Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? Sigurd the sickly! Sigurd died! I'll find your corpse and prison! You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
When you see your god, tell him I sent you.
He is dead, Eivor. No breath within him.
You are wounded, brother. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
He was always quicker than me. Beat me out of the womb by mere moments. Now he has beat me to Valhalla. Even in death, he had to be first. Leave you here!
Reckless stripling! I warned you the risk was too great!
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
Many have died, my friend here among them. The fault is mine. Knowing that is shame enough.
Small comfort that is to the dead.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but Folk is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. But know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor?
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxonbane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless causes. We arrive unexpected. Strike swift. Gather your allies. Pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
I heard and heeded. I'm not too proud to admit my mistake.
Then there is wisdom in you as well.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erke, Stowe, Lufina. Right there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people. But a debt is a debt.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk. No brothers of yours.
We will set off immediately. Together we will fall upon them as Thor's hammer.
After that, we should strike at Fulke's supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Portchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uba, I need your axe arm at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I will join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Soma and Uba, I apologize. I would have liked to offer a better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry we could not be here sooner.
We'll need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
Uba Ragnarsson, it puts me at ease to see you here. Welcome.
Eivor Wolfkiss tempts me with a swipe at Wessex. Who am I to resist?
Here we might finish the work your father began a decade back. Are you ready?
More than ready. I am hungry.
Now here is a welcome face. Soma. How fares Grantebridge?
We thrive, just as we did our first year. And I have you to thank for that.
The risk I took was far less than you're taking now. I thank you for heeding my call.
An oath is an oath, Eivor. Silver-gilded and ironclad.
How does it look?
Crawling with Saxon soldiers like lice on a swine. The very sight sours my blood.
Would the sight of their bodies in the mud please you better?
One way to find out.
Eivor, I beg you. Alfred's men are not, they are Saxons and Christians. If I could speak to them, we might avoid bloodshed.
And lose the element of surprise? These people make their living by the blade. We should attack headlong.
You know the people of this isle better than I, Stowe. I trust you.
Thank you, Eivor. I will do what I can. Brave soldiers, my name is Stowe, Reeve of London. And this Dane at my side is Reeve Erke. He is my partner in London. Together, we see that justice is done. But more, he is my friend. In London, we live in harmony with the Danes. So could you. But your king does not share our philosophy. Alfred bleeds his land dry. Works you all to the bone for a needless war. Now he wants you to die for it. So I beg you, in God's name, walk away from this camp. I will find you new and worthy employment in London. You are good men, and true. I would not want this day to be your last.
This one's right. The Danes are here to stay, like it or not. What good's dying now?
Don't be a lackwit. Soon as you drop your swords, they'll murder us. That's no heathen talking, he's a Saxon. I, for one, believe him.
Come on, lads. It's a new life in London for us. Better that than dying here in the mud.
We'll deal with you traitors later. The rest of you, attack!
Brave try, friend. But now we do things my way.
When words fail, iron speaks loudest. Try to fight! Won't let us through. Oh, snap your spines.
Is ours.
That wasn't so hard.
I feel stronger already. There's too many. Now I must see about destroying Fulke's supplies.
to the topic at hand.
How will we ever share this land if we kill one another so readily?
The weak fall beneath the strong.
Need to cloak myself here.
All is ready? We're a town of farmers and shepherds. This place bristles with swords. One of them is a Thane by his dress. Serious man with him, too. Went into the longhouse.
If we take care, we might avoid drawing the Thane's attention while we burn the grain silos.
Was that a jest? Bring them on! Been too long since I met a Saxon warrior worth half a shit. Is it over? I was just working up a sweat.
There will be Saxons enough to test you in Portchester.
I will hold you to that. See you at the camp.
Thor lends me strength. A forest of Saxon swords awaits within those walls of stone. What have you discovered?
Bridgeworth swarms with guards, reinforced from the river. Word is that two of Fulke's finest oversee such matters.
We should kill these leaders and burn their ships. Crippled and put to panic, their men will be in no place to join Fulke at Porchester.
Frightened men look to their own interests. A good plan.
Go, my eyes.
Dead. Can.
They had a whole horse hanging from a tree. Bloody mess. Been there a while too. Disgusting. That scout swore they'd get you out.
Hey, wait!
Won't take long. Come, brothers. Back them there.
One to go. The other should be near the boats.
On my way.
Hold on.
work is done. Fulke will have no help from Bridgeworth now. See you back at camp.
If they see us, we can pass it. Fulke's men get their weapons from Crowley. I'll see what I can do about that. Soma should be somewhere nearby. Soma, what is happening here?
Bandits, taking advantage of the disorder in Sussex to fill their pockets. Odin smiles on us today.
Let us make sure this place is burned to the ground. Fulke will get no more weapons from here.
We could charge in while they are distracted, but it would be safer to use fire arrows.
We burn them from afar. Watch them scatter like cats.
A sound decision. I agree. Archers! Take your positions! Stand ready, Eivor! When they see us, they will charge. We must defend the men!
The best defense is to attack! Go! Get in their teeth!
Move in, men! Storm the town!
On the right! return to our camp.
Going to feed the worms.
The corners, Baba.
Eivor has returned! Hail, Wolf-Kissed!
Elderman Hunwald, you honor your father by answering my call. Swanborough sends her regards.
My lady love. Let her name be my flame of hope, for I confess the thought of this battle turns my guts to water.
Fighting is easy. Just look your opponent in the eyes, then put an axe between them.
Yes, I remember. Well, I have brought the best archers in Lincolnshire to lend their bows to your cause.
Good. We will rain death upon our enemies today. Good work, Hunwald. Be ready.
I appreciate your efforts to spare the innocent, Eivor. At least we saved some lives here.
One day, Saxon and Dane, Norse and Briton will live as brothers and sisters, as they do in London.
I only wish the path to peace were not paved with so many skulls.
We cannot choose the way the world is. Our only choice is how to face it.
Eivor, forgive me. I have slain too many of my own people already. Cannot kill more. I must return to London.
And you, Erki? Do you feel the same?
Someone has to keep an eye on him in the big city. He would only get himself killed otherwise.
We took this camp together, so I will ask no more of you. Return home, and let your friendship be a beacon to our peoples.
Godspeed, Eivor. I pray you come back safe.
Birsten, I'm glad to see you again. How is your family?
Alvida keeps my house and heart in order. She has even charmed that old shrew, Adrid.
And Ellerich? He has not returned.
I hear stories of a man full of tempests, picking fights in taverns. We must hope, when hope is all we have.
I'm sorry for your troubles, but glad for your help.
I have brought for you a ram of unsurpassed craftsmanship. Their gates will not hold long against it.
That is a fine gift indeed. I will make good use of it.
Fight hard, Eivor.
When have I done otherwise? So, my Jarlskona, you seem grave.
I'm thinking on the battle to come. Every conflict has a cost. I wonder who will pay this time.
We are no strangers to loss, you and I.
The ache of absent souls is a wound that never heals. But we may yet return your brother to your side. There is that.
Fulke and her men will bear the cost today, not us.
I wish I were as sure of it as you.
Ever my staunch ally, Lufina. Are your men ready?
They are. Bows strung and arrows fletched. We will harry the enemy from the flanks to keep them off your back. They will not have a moment's peace from us.
I know I can count on you.
What are friends for?